Hey guys, I'm out here doing a harvest. Getting a little harvest today. I don't know how I missed this cucumber, but I'm glad it didn't. This yellow one. I'm glad it hasn't killed this vine. But this is where I got it from. It was all the way down here, hanging towards the bottom. But I check almost every day, and I did not see this cucumber. I don't know if this happened just that fast. So I'll make sure, because that's the second time that this has happened to me on this vine. Well, I'll make sure I check it a lot closer from now on. So it doesn't look like there's going to be a huge harvest today. Well, one more long bean. So I'm getting like 2 of these every day. These long beans. Yard long beans. But I'm grateful, but I wish I could get a little bit more at once. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I dropped something. I wish I could get a little bit more than that at once. But I'm just looking at these potatoes over here, and it looks like they might be ready. You guys see that? There's 3 sitting right on the top there. And I think I saw, yeah, there's one there, one there. These are kind of little, but I'm really excited about what may be at the bottom. So it looks like these are much larger than the ones that Mr. Wright and I replanted in the green stalk. Now, on this plant right here, I don't see anything sitting up on top, but these other ones, they look like they might be ready. Let me cover back up. They won't turn green. And let's see. Oh, there's nothing up there. Let's take a look at this one. So he wants to leave them down for just a few more days. So maybe we'll do that. But I'm excited about what I see so far. So if we do take up these potatoes out of this bed, this whole bed is 8x4 or about that much. So we use about half of this bed for potatoes. So I think if we do take the potatoes up, we have so many other things started. We will put something down here that can come up and go down quickly. Maybe those 4 zucchini that I planted, maybe we could put those down in here. And while we wait for those other brassicas to get ready to plant. And also, we have the other half of this bed with these peas right here. Now, I'm not going to put peas back in here, not in this spot. So I'm going to so if I take out the potatoes, I'm going to take up the peas too, and then we'll just have the whole bed to plant in. Even though I do have a tomato plant, it's right here on the inside, so there's plenty of space here on the other side to plant in. So, but if we do pull these tomatoes up today, I'll show you guys when we get out of here. So I'm still looking at this green stalk right here. This is a 5-tier original green stalk that we took apart and we just put down on the ground. And I'm still trying to save a plant here, but I think eventually I'll go ahead and take them out if I don't see any progress. So maybe it's done all it can. The weather was kind of crazy. I may leave the Brussels sprout plants in, but I may take everything else out. And while I'm here, this looks like my first strawberry black tomato. And it's kind of beautiful. It's beautiful. Never grown this kind before. I'll put it right here with my harvest, and I'll let you guys know what it tastes like. So I'm looking at these sweet potatoes down here. They have been in the ground, well, in these boxes for just about 3 months now. Now, some people say to leave them down 90 days. Some people say 120 days. And I'm just not sure. But I think the leaves on here still look pretty good. Now these are the older ones. The ones in that pot and the other pot beside it, they haven't been in there that long. You know, those vines are vigorous. And then that box right there, they went down 90 days ago. So I did kind of feel around because I'm curious. These boxes are taking up a lot of retail space, and I just don't see anything. Well, I see lots of roots down here. I don't see any potatoes. I don't see any sweet potatoes at all. But I will say that when I planted these, after I planted them, we had some very cold weather, and that could have hindered their progress. So I'm going to leave these here. I'm going to just leave them right in there for as long as I can, and just see what might happen. So those two boxes and this box right here, because you see they're really just starting to take off as we get our 90-degree weather. And I see mushrooms in here. Look at that. Which is not really necessarily a bad thing. But I don't see or feel. I don't feel anything. I'm not saying that there's nothing in there. It could be all the way at the bottom of the box, but I don't feel anything. And this is our corn, our dwarf corn that I recently planted. Now, I'm going to fertilize this corn. I don't have any. Maybe I'll try to get to that tomorrow. And I see, let's see, not this one, but I saw one in another pocket that looks like one didn't germinate here, and here. Look like the ones in this pocket having a hard time. So I am going to reseed this, and the ones that where just one came up, like this one, and the other one, I'm just going to leave them. Like this one, I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it just like that. So let's check in these sweet potatoes over here. They're kind of vigorous. That's why I think the other ones were temperature sensitive. Now I don't see anything in here, and I did this on purpose in these clear containers, because I wanted to see, just nosy. And this celery, I did make some chicken salad for Mr. Right today. I guess I could have pulled a few pieces of this celery off to put in there, because he says he doesn't like vegetables, but he doesn't know where all the taste come from. He says things are so good, and especially onions. I sneak so many onions in his food. He just don't even know it, but he really does like onions. He don't know it. He just don't know he does. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this cucumber, because I don't want it to turn yellow like that other one, and I want this vine to keep on making cucumbers, even though I still have so many in the house. Haven't done anything with them cucumbers yet that my cousin gave me, so maybe I'll get on that tonight or tomorrow morning, because of course he has already made pickles and has already given me some. So I think that's it for right now. I mean, that's my little small harvest besides what we got this morning. So I was trying to figure out where to put my next round of potatoes here. I thought about putting one. I have 2 3-tier green stalks, and they're so pretty. This yellow. I thought about putting one stack here, leveling this out, and then I thought about putting one here on this paver. And I just want to make sure that this barrel right here will not block the sunlight from the bottom container. I'm going to sit one up here and see, and I'll show you. So, Mr. Right now, out here earlier today working on putting our umbrella up on this stand right here. This is really neat, guys. Let me show you. So you can buy, you don't have to like put a base under your umbrella if you don't want to use the space. You can nail it right to the post on your deck, and it will hold your umbrella up, stand it right up for you, save you a lot of space. But my point, we were out here earlier today. I was trying to figure out if I was going to plant this corn right here. So we went in the house before I decided what I was going to do. And I left the corn out here. I left this corn packet out here. So I guess I am going to be planting it because this packet got wet. However, the seeds aren't wet. So I'm going to plant what I have here. And then hopefully I can save the rest. If they're not wet, I'll save them. But if they're wet, I'm going to go ahead and plant them. And I'll take some of these plants over to my sister. And she has a whole lot more land than I do. She can find somewhere to plant them. Okay. So let me get this. So I got my brother David helping me. He's making a big mess. But can you do it a little neater than that, Dave? He's helping me plant this corn because I don't want them to go to waste. And like I said, I am going to try to save some. But so this is how many corn plants I'm going to have because I don't want them to go bad. Now the ones that I have in my pocket, they seem pretty dry. I'm going to take them in the house and inspect them. But if they're not dry, then I will probably plant these too. Just start poking them in. Because you see that hill right there? It's nothing really there. That's just whatever it is. But I can get Mr. Right to go over that with a lawnmower and it will be flat. I've done it before. And then go ahead and plant over there. But before we go to that extreme, I'm going to try to work it out. Maybe we'll put it in these in that 4x8 bed right there that I showed you. Well, we need to dig the potatoes up and those peas. We still have a few days. So while we wait on these to germinate, I'll decide what I'm going to do. So I just need to remember that these are all corn plants. And this one is the zucchini. I didn't bring any tags out here because I hadn't planned on doing this. But okay, you guys take care. Have a good night. Maybe we'll see you again if we decide to come out here and dig those potatoes up. All right. Any questions or comments or suggestions, anything, we'll take it. Thank you. So I put this paver here and I just checked with my leveler. It is completely level. So this might be a good spot, but I'm going to put that green stalk, the first one down, just to make sure that it's going to get adequate sunlight. But I also don't want to block the sunlight to this tomato plant. I might move this tomato plant. It's struggling. And then that tomato plant right there also. I found 2 perfect spots for my lemonade green stalks. And now all I have to do is get 2 tops and see what's next.